Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope everybody's feeling good for no reason at all. I caught a little bit of Pastor Love, in case y'all noticed. But I hope everybody's feeling good for no reason at all, operating in the truest, highest, and authentic version of who you are. Peace and power for beautiful people, cosmic consciousness, family and soul tribe. I'm feeling magnificent right now. I'm feeling wonderful right now. I'm feeling grateful right now. I'm feeling joyous right now. I'm feeling happy right now. I'm feeling light right now. I'm feeling grounded right now. And I'm feeling thankful right now. I hope that rubbed off on somebody, because that's how I'm feeling right now. And a lot more positive oriented words that I probably can tap back in and go on some more. But for those who get the drift, I hope you got the drift. And I hope that rubbed off on somebody. May everyone who come in this space leave with something that's able to add more favor into your life, more direction into your life, regardless of how it may make us feel. May you leave with something that adds value to your life, because a lot of times the things that we need to hear ain't the things that we want to hear, and the people that surround us to tell us ain't telling us. And when you hold yourself accountable, and you're accountable for holding others accountable, it's not always easy that you find people holding you accountable when you might be slipping. I ain't have people that held me accountable when I was slipping, so I had people around me just watching me slip and fall. But we gotta hold, as we hold ourselves accountable, may we hold others that we interact with just as accountable. You know, if you and your friend in the grocery store and she got coal in her eyes, tell her something in her eyes so she can wipe it out. You know, we can't be allowing each other to be slipping when we know each other slipping. We won't open our mouths and say something. I said all that just to say that we can't be allowing each other to be slipping, whatever the slip may be. We gotta open our mouths and say something, man. We gotta help one another. That's how we get stronger. I was sitting here reading, because walking in grace has been sitting on me. And usually when we hear that term, for those of us who have heard that term, we have heard it thrown at us or brought to our attention from a Christian perspective. And that ain't where I wanted to go with walking in grace, because that ain't where I was feeling it from. You know, when it was, you know, that ain't where I was feeling at with it when I start resonating with it, walking in grace and living in gratitude. You know, and that's something that we have to discipline ourselves to do. You know, we have to exercise ourselves to do. And in order to exercise ourselves to do certain things, you know, we have to do exorcisms on some things that stand in our way from being in certain vibratory frequencies that we would like to be in and we would prefer to be in, but we can't be in because we still got some unfinished business wherever we may have some unfinished business that have to be dealt with before we can be in the frequency that we want to be in all the time and be building up it to be a greater frequency that we want to be in, because we don't find ourselves in the frequency that we would like to be in all the time. And once we root it there, it's way more easier to add on than alternating and rotating back and forth trying to get there. But wherever we find ourselves at on our journey, you know, may we do the best with what we have to work with in it. And in that, you will find yourself being able to walk in grace and living in gratitude. And before I read the cards, I've been looking. Like I say, I ain't want to come from no Christian perspective with it, because that ain't how I was resonating with it. But what I found that was resonating with what I was feeling is what I'm gonna share. To live in grace is surely to experience our burdens, our concerns, conditions, circumstances, situations, drama, immaturities lifted from us from time to time. I added those things on to nail the point. That our passage becomes smoother and more enjoyable, even when conditions seem hard to bear. Now, what that was displaying and what it said was from an internal place, because the only way to be able to live in grace, it has to be a harmony, a balance, an integration within. If we depend on external realities or external things, or materiality, all those things are good, but we can't depend on that alone to be in a place of what they call grace. It's an internal job. It's an internal working. I'm gonna share it again, because I'm led to live in grace. In grace is surely to experience the weight of the world, I'm paraphrasing, being lifted from you from time to time, that your passage becomes smoother and more enjoyable, even when conditions, out of circumstances, seem hard to bear. Did anybody catch the inside job? That means what you have, where you are, what you don't have, where you're not at, who around you or who not around you, don't matter. You have found and filled the void within. So wherever you find yourself at, you all right. Thank y'all for letting me share that, man, because that's what I was led to do before we go into this Diana Cooper Animal Oracle deck and see what the animals gonna have to say on this particular Monday. I was about to call it Sunday because it feels like one, you heard? But all these days the same to me. They just took one day and made 7. So I go through the ropes, you know, for those who going through the ropes, you know. We came here to be in the world and not of it. So I'm gonna say a lot of things that bear witness from me being in a space and living from a place that I'm just in this world and not of it. Though I'm here, I'm in a whole another, you know, other realms and dimensions at the same time as I visit in this place, in this space with y'all at this same time. If we don't did the work, it's time for the reward. The elephant. Open yourself to true abundance. For those who don't did the work, they're telling me to say, for those who don't did the work, it's time for your reward. I know it's time for mine, you know. Open yourself to true abundance. We ain't gonna even worry about, I love that green heart energy. We ain't gonna even worry about if we had it before. We just gonna roll with whatever, you know, whatever come out out the hand. That's what I'm gonna roll with, you know, and that's what's gonna be authentic. You know, we ain't gonna try to make it fit no script, man. We gonna let the divine, the universe, you know, line up with hopefully what we lining up with. Open yourself to true abundance. Open yourself to true abundance. About elephants. Elephants originate from Lakume, the ascended aspect of Sirius. Those wise, intelligent creatures hold in their energy fields a fifth dimensional blueprint for family life. A fifth dimensional family blueprint for family life within a perfect matriarchal society. Because that's how we shifting. We shifting back into the matriarchal society, the matriarchal rule, whether the patriarch want to accept it or not. You know, it's a fall of the patriarch. Mothers are reverent, and they recognize that play keeps the frequency high. Play will keep your frequency high. They practice the divine feminine qualities of caring, devotion, and joyous, innocent fun. Bull elephants are kept away from the center of the family. Bull elephants are kept away from the center of the family. I wonder why. I wonder why. These very psychic pachyderms are great telepathic communicators. Archangel Raphael directs healing through them. They link into Jupiter and its ascendant aspect Jumbe, the planet of enlightenment and cosmic abundance, to assess the consciousness of prosperity, love, and happiness which they spread. For centuries, Archangel Sandalphon has worked with elephants as they heal the ley lines. Now they are linking into their home star, and with Sandalphon are building the new spiritual communication system for the approaching golden age, the Aquarian age. We're in the season of Taurus, but this is the Aquarian age. Guidance. The elephant card reminds you to keep your frequency high by having more fun, playing, and being joyful. Having more fun, playing, and being joyful. See how I started this video off? Because I was already in that energy, you know, of what I call airiness. We in Taurus season. Or June, or maybe I'm actually, I think Gemini, maybe. I don't know, whatever it is though. We in the Aquarian age. The energy is light if you tap into it. Whether you are male or female, whether you are male or female, fun, play, and being joyful. Practice divine feminine qualities within every area of your life to ensure you have a strong and stable foundation for your spiritual life. We got to tap into the feminine. Us males got to tap into the feminine. Us masculine in gender, or us male in gender, got to tap into the feminine and integrate it into balance. Practice divine feminine qualities within every area of your life to ensure you have a strong and stable foundation for your spiritual life. Sit quietly and breathe into your third eye, tuning into the elephant kingdom and Archangel Raphael, the awesome emerald angel of healing and abundance. Then link into Jupiter and its ascendant aspect Jumbe to call in perfect health and cosmic abundance to bathe your consciousness. You got to call what you want into your own life and stand firm in faith. Because I believe in a faith system. I don't believe in a faith system. I know of a faith system over a belief system. Faith is real. Feel this energy permeate your cells and know the universe supports your divine perfection and heart's desire. Then send out a stream of light to help build the crystalline web of light around our planet. And it should be easy to do, because if you ask anybody, you know, do they believe in law of attraction? They're gonna tell you, yeah. You know, but then when it's time to pay attention to what are we really attracting in our lives, and what are we repelling in our lives, it shows us a whole nother story of how we've been created in every aspect, and area of our lives. They say the best way to hide something is right in our face. And for a long time, everything that they hid it right in our face. Walking in grace and living in gratitude. I was talking to I had the privilege, because I was going through my own dark night of the soul, as I mentioned here and there. And that ain't been a bad thing. But, you know, personally, I've been good. Everything is good. But in my spiritual journey, when we growing and we expanding our consciousness and we tapping into higher realms, unknown, you know, it's unknown. So that creates a dark night of the soul. And I found myself really attentive, mentally, emotionally, really paying attention, really being aware, because the unknown is just that, the unknown. You know, it's like taking a test, preparing for a test that you don't know, and you don't know what the test gonna be about, or how you gonna prepare for it. And that's where I found myself at. But in finding myself in that type of scenario and what I was going through spiritually, I had to find myself being okay there, and being able to just sit still, you know, and still do what I have to do in my daily life, and whatever I needed to be grounded and stay grounded to break through according to what I was getting through energetically. I did just that, and this is the difference. I feel the difference, and I'm speaking to the difference of being in that space. And I ain't the only one, and that's the beauty, you know. I ain't the only one, man. I just understand it as I'm going through it, and that's how I be able to be a help, and where I'm able to be a help. I just say it like that, and that's a good thing too, because it's rewards, it's benefits in that, it's blessings in that, it's healing in that, you know, it's joy in that, you know. I enjoy helping other people grow, helping other people turn the microscope on themselves, turn the flashlight on themselves, you know. It's also turning it and using it as a lantern to find their way. It's a beautiful thing. Salute to those who always healing, who always growing, who know that it's something about them that can be improved every day, and putting in the work to improve that something about them that can be improved every day. I salute y'all, man. That take work, that take dedication, it take consistency, it take persistence, it take self-love, it takes self-inspiration, it takes self-motivation, and it takes me to keep encouraging you to do it, man. You hear me? Cause if nobody else ain't, I guess I'll be the one to do it. So yeah, man, I salute y'all, man. I acknowledge y'all. Through my growth, through the growth of my journey, through the maturity of my journey, I acknowledge y'all, because I know I'm not the only one. So if you can resonate with that, And those who do resonate with that, this salutation is for you. Continue to recognize your faults and recognize your faults first before pointing out the faults in others. Take accountability. Take accountability. And take some more accountability, man. We can't take enough accountability now. There's a lot of stuff going on. Wherever it's going on at, man. But it's a lot of stuff going on, man. Murder every day, killings every day, robbery every day, rape every day, people starving every day. It's a lot going on. But we gotta take accountability on all levels. Whatever we don't been through, we needed to go through. Just so we can become better people. I want to put that in the universe because we ain't no victims. We already won. Whatever we went through, we needed to go through just so we could become better people. And if it made you a better person, then the mission was accomplished. If you're still working to become better, because I'm a better person, but I'm still working to become better. I'm always building to be better than I never been. So this is why I do it. This is who I'm speaking to. Those who resonate with that. Keep growing, keep showing up. I know it's deeper than words, but going back to, cause I got my notes. I'm just bouncing off of notes. I was talking to an African elder in my present community, about 84 years old, and in all that he said, what stuck to me, he said, those who believe the most will live the longest. And I'm still playing with it. It's still showing me things. But I want to share that with the family. He told me those who believe the most live the longest. I'm really not gonna add to it, but I wanted to share that with y'all. Somebody let me know what y'all think. Those who live the most. I can't even remember the elder name, but he said those who believe the most live the longest. I want to know what y'all think. I would like to know what y'all think. This ain't no time to be worried about what nobody else's blessing look like. Walk in grace, live in gratitude. If you could walk in gratitude, if we could walk in grace and live in gratitude for what we have been given, what we have endured, as we move on, then you'll resonate with me when I say this ain't no time to be worried about what nobody else's blessings look like. Because if you're doing that, you ain't gonna see how yours is showing up. You ain't gonna see how yours appearing. That means you distracted. You might miss the next phone call. That may be the business opportunity that you was trying to. You may miss something. This ain't no time to be distracted by nothing else outside what you need to be focused on, what you're building on, what you're manifesting on, where you place your attention. you have placed your energy. How about me saying it that way? Fact check everything, and even fact check what you fact checking to make sure you got the facts right. I'm gonna say it again. Fact check everything, and make sure you fact checking what you fact checking, so you make sure that you got the facts right. We got too comfortable in belief systems, and all our belief systems not built off solid foundations. Some of the belief systems that probably benefited us yesteryear don't benefit us this year. They built off straight up ignorance, you know, and if we adults, we ain't got no time to still be doing, you know, childish things in any format or arena. Self-love is the best love. Exercise being more gentle to yourself. Exercise eating healthier. You know, sawu on the 30-day detox. Fruit and vegetables. That's all I'm consuming. I think it's about my 3rd day in. Straight fruit and vegetables. Cut all my vegetables up from my salads. Cut all my fruits up from my fruits. You know, and about to clean this system over these next 30 days, man. Anybody over 40, man, you need to be practicing better health. Get your checkups, all of that type of stuff. We got to get serious about our health, you know, eating to live instead of living to eat. All these things are important. I be trying to touch something on everything, you know what I'm saying, without saying the same old thing and sounding like every other preacher, teacher, pastor, or whatever, you know, that we got in this internet world. And keep it based on some real life things. Through these life messages that I be bringing. But I appreciate those who appreciate me, man, and we gonna keep doing it regardless of who, what, why, or whatever. You hear me? We have a lot of comfort in our beliefs, in our belief system. But all our belief systems, a lot of our belief systems is straight up ignorance, and we gotta recognize the ignorance where it a lot, where it lay, and leave it there if it no longer apply to the day. We gotta leave the ignorance where it lay and leave it there if it no longer apply today. Be good to yourself, family. I rock with y'all who rock with me, and I even rock with those who don't. We just wait until they catch up. Stillness and abundance, love and light, healthy, wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all, cause it don't cost you nothing to do it. You hear me? Salute to God. One.